I need to speak to you about a certain pirate.
From the sideline. I know. You're just here to kill some time.
First Thatch kicks the bucket, and now Ace has followed suit.
Quick rules before we start. This list is villains only. Active antagonists in the Final Saga. No Kaido, no Big Mom, no Doflamingo. They already got cooked. We're talking about the ones still standing between Luffy and freedom. And trust me, there are some scary names on this list.
Just a bad memory.
Starting at number 10, and honestly, this one hurts a little. Kuzan, Aokiji. Remember when this man froze an entire ocean when he fought Akainu for 10 days straight on Punk Hazard? The island literally split in half. One side fire, one side ice, as a permanent scar from their battle. This dude is walking weather, but here's where it gets complicated, and this is what makes One Piece so good. Kuzan isn't really a villain. He's a man caught between two worlds. He left the Marines because he couldn't stand under Akainu's justice. He joined Blackbeard by Chi, but nobody fully trusts him. Nobody fully knows him. What we do know is that he defeated Garp, his old mentor. In 2026, that's what puts him on this list. And yet, he feels like a villain who's one conversation away from switching sides. That's the most dangerous kind. Number 9. Dracule Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman. No devil fruit, no tricks, no crew holding him up. Just a black sword, the greatest blade mastery in history, and a gaze that has never, ever shown fear. At Marineford, and I want you to picture this, he held back the entire Whitebeard fleet by himself. He cut through Aokiji's ice, he sliced a tidal wave in half. And even then he was bored. He's technically cross-guild now, technically under Buggy of all people, which is both hilarious and also somehow makes him more dangerous because Mihawk does whatever Mihawk wants. Here's the thing about Mihawk that keeps me up at night. We have never seen him go all out, not once. 25 years of this manga and Oda still hasn't shown us his ceiling. And Zoro is coming for him. That fight, that is going to break the internet.
Oh man, look!
Is Dracule Mihawk gonna make a move?
Number 8, Fleet Admiral Akainu. I need a second with this one. This man killed Ace. He reached through Whitebeard's earthquake and put his fist through Port Gas D Ace while Luffy watched. And it changed everything. It changed Luffy. It changed the entire direction of this story. Akainu's Mag fruit is the most offensively powerful devil fruit in the series. Officially confirmed. His magma burns fire. It burns ice. It beats almost everything on a pure damage basis. He defeated Kuzan in a 10-day war. He fought Whitebeard, the man who shook the world, and walked away. Right now, Akainu is Imu's sword, the most dangerous weapon pointed at everything Luffy loves. And Luffy hasn't forgotten. None of us have forgotten. That rematch is coming, and when it does, I don't know if I'm ready for it. Number 7, and this is where the list gets into serious Final Saga territory. Figarland Garling, commander of God's Knights, father of Shanks, father of Shamrock, a man who was present when Rox D. Zabek, one of the most terrifying pirates in history, Nessie, was defeated. Garling has gone from a shadowy background figure to someone Oda is clearly positioning as a genuine monster. He holds more of Imu's personal trust than the other elders. He has the kind of calm that only comes from never being threatened. We don't have full feats yet, but in One Piece, that's almost scarier. When Oda keeps someone in the shadows this long, the reveal is always worth it. This man fathered Shanks. Think about what that says about his genetics. Number 6, the twin brother of Shanks himself, Figarland Shamrock, leader of God's Knights, introduced in the Final Saga. And here's the thing about Shamrock that should terrify you. Oda does not introduce characters this late in a 1,100 chapter manga for fun. Every late game introduction in One Piece has meant something big, permanent, world-changing. Shamrock is being set up as an endgame villain, a mirror to Shanks. Same blood, same origin, completely different path. One chose the sea and freedom, one chose the throne and power. If that showdown between the brothers actually happens, that might be the most emotionally devastating fight in One Piece history, and that is saying something. Number 5, and this one changed everything when it dropped, the 5 Elders. The Gorosei. For years, these guys sat in a room and made decisions. They looked like old bureaucrats in robes. And then, in the Egghead arc, Oda looked at the entire fandom and said, "You have no idea. These men have devil fruit transformations. They are not human anymore." Or maybe they never were. Saturn turned into a spider demon that regenerated from almost anything. Warcurry had tusks that released shockwaves. These are ancient monstrous beings wearing politician suits. They are Imu's personal enforcers, the 5 most dangerous weapons in the world government's arsenal below one single person, and they are coming for everything Luffy stands for. When the Straw Hats have to face these 5 at full power, that is going to be a war, not a fight.
Valabasta is requesting a special meeting with us.
Number 4, Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard, the man the fandom thought was going to be the final villain of One Piece, right up until Imu showed up, and honestly, he still might be. Blackbeard is structurally unfair. He is the only person in the entire history of this world who holds 2 devil fruits. The Dark Fruit, which cancels out all other devil fruit powers, and the Tremor Fruit, which Whitebeard used to crack the AIR itself and shake the entire planet. He has both at the same time, in the same body, and in 2026 we found out he is the son of Rox D. Zebek, the most terrifying pirate who ever lived before Roger. Blackbeard isn't polished, he isn't elegant, he fights dirty, he betrays, he schemes. He laughs at the wrong moments. But here's what makes him the scariest kind of villain. He is always ascending. He is never finished. Every time you think you understand what he is, he becomes something more. And he might be heading for Mary Joyce right now while Imu is away. Think about what that means.
I spared him at Bonnero Island when I could have killed him.
Number 3, and this is the newest, most shocking addition to this list, Loki, Prince of Elbaf, the strongest giant alive. In power scaling terms, Loki has been confirmed to be stronger than Big Mom, stronger than Kaido in some respects, a being of massive, ancient, terrifying strength who ruled the giants. And Imu showed up to Elbaf and tossed him around like he was nothing. I want that to sit with you for a second. We are talking about a character stronger than the emperors who defined the previous era, and the final villain of One Piece treated him like a warm-up. That is Imu's power. That is the gap we are dealing with.
Then I'll have others win it for me.
Now look, a lot of people will argue Blackbeard should be higher, that after Imu falls, Blackbeard becomes the final villain, that the whole arc is building toward Luffy versus Teach as the true climax. And honestly, they might be right. The theories are convincing, the setup is there, but right now in 2026, based on what Oda has actually shown us on the page, there is one being above everything else. And here we go.
True, but we're not buddy.
Number 1, Nerona Imu, the person who sat on the empty throne, the one even the Gorosei, those ancient monsters, bow before, the secret ruler of the world for 800 years. For almost a decade, Imu was just a shadow, a silhouette, a name spoken in fear. We didn't even know if they were a man or a woman. And then they came to Elbaf, and in one arc, they shattered every power ceiling we thought existed. They took down Zoro and Sanji in a single strike. They tossed Loki around. They have hockey beyond anything we've ever seen, and their own unique power called Omen that feels older and stranger than Devil Fruit logic. Here's what really gets me though. When Luffy felt Imu's presence, Luffy, who has never in his life shown fear of a villain, he panicked. He started eating faster to recover his strength because his instinct told him if he wasn't at full power, right now, everyone around him would die. That reaction from Luffy, that told us everything. That is your top 10 One Piece villains from weakest to god tier in 2026. And look, I know some of you are already typing. Blackbeard should be 2. Shamrock is overrated. Dragon is technically a villain. Good. Fight me in the comments. That's exactly where this belongs. Drop your personal number 1 villain below. And if you think this list is wrong, tell me why. I genuinely want to know. If you're new here, welcome to the chaos. Subscribe because One Piece content this year is going to be wild. We are in the Final Saga. We are at the end of a 28-year story, and it is just getting started. See you in the next one. Your shots are fine once I.